Let's get back to it. What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another third-party review, and today we're taking a look at the Newage Jazz, otherwise known for them as Manero, part of their Legendary Heroes line. This is number 2. Real quick, we'll get it out of the way. Jazz does come with his little speakers that just plug right into little holes on the back here. It's not really that important to me, but if it is to you, there it is. The car mode is just absolutely stunning. The paint on it looks great. The stripes look great. The only thing you could maybe complain a little bit about is right here. There's a slight discoloring here where the joints move, but other than that, it looks fine. The gun does store underneath the car, though. It is super loose, so I would not recommend putting it in like that. If you're going to keep it in car mode, probably just put this in the box or a baggie or something. We don't want to lose it. Quick look, there is his gun here. And a little look at the speaker, just cast purple plastic with a nice little silver accent on there. Again, the car is stunning. Would have loved to have seen some taillight details on here, but other than that, I think it looks great. Real quick for scale, here is like a matchbox size Grand National, so you can see overall the dimensions are maybe about the same length as a Matchbox, but Jazz is definitely wider than your typical Matchbox car. The scale works, you know, it's similar. Some of you know I have a son. He loves to play with Matchbox cars, so it's been kind of fun rolling Jazz around on the floor as I'm playing on the floor with him. And then here is something near and dear to my heart. This is Rescue from the GoBots line, just for an idea of a size comparison here. So transforming this guy to his robot mode is a relatively simple thing to do. What you're going to do is kind of flip out the wheels here, which is going to basically open up the whole back of the robot. And pardon me, a little bit rusty here. Let me get this angled up so we can all see. We'll go ahead and flip out the legs just like this. Now these parts here are a little bit tough. I have put a little bit of lubricant on mine just so they move a little easier. I would highly recommend you do that if you pick up this figure, because it is a little bit difficult. Anyway, we're going to open up this here, and that is going to allow this piece to slide on up. Like I said, it's very difficult to get past that at first. This piece down here is on a slider, as you can see inside, so that slides all the way down, which allows all of this to fold up nicely and neatly, and it should compact in just like that. This will come down. We can bring the little foot panel around here, and one leg's done, so I'll show you that again. Hopefully you can see it. Open up this piece here, slide, well, rotate this piece, and I'll show you from this side. Rotate this piece up, slide this piece down on its panel while you rotate it down, fold that in, and find it right there. Rotate the gray piece back, and the foot, and there we go. We got our feet of Jazz ready, and we can move on to the upper part. So as we go to the upper part of Jazz here, this is definitely where it gets difficult. You have to unpeg this. A lot of times, because this is not pinned in place, this will actually fly off. The more I've been messing with it, the kind of easier it gets to come out without it breaking off. But, I mean, breaking off is not the right term, but it definitely gets in the way. So that's just something to be aware of. Take the arms, bring them out of here. And from here, with this gray piece out of the way, and it just came off because I was trying to move it. So we're just going to fold the gray piece up like this, and we'll fold Jazz's head through here, like so. Once it's all the way through, before you connect it down, you should be able to fold the wheels in place, and then it'll clip in here. And then we'll take this last piece that kind of comes out here, and it should be just hanging on there, and it's gonna peg right into the front like that. And then it's just a matter of cleaning up the arms on Jazz here so everything looks good. So here's Jazz in his robot mode, and if I'm going to nitpick on anything, it's really going to be this chest piece, because I don't like how it comes out, and it's definitely a little bit bulky looking. But given the legend scale, it's not bad. I will say, maybe it makes Jazz look a little wide. I almost envision him looking with just this part of the white and not the extra extension, but it's really kind of a nitpick because he's so well painted. Let's see if you can get the head sculpt there. Like, it's a beautiful head sculpt. The paint details of the car come through, the metal type plastic that they use, some of the little paint apps around here. It looks so good. Now, there's no way you can get the wings, door wings out if you prefer that style Jazz, but this is intended to be like the cartoon style. So, you gotta take it or leave it, I guess. I will say, given how he works, he does kind of have like a little bit of like a lean to him because of how the feet look. He kind of leans his crotch out a little. That could potentially bother you. I feel like he kind of looks down a lot of times when I'm trying to pose him, but I still think it's just expertly done. Of course, if you want the speakers, you still can use them. They just peg in right to the shoulders here, like so. Not really my favorite thing. I'm not really going to use these speakers, but at least they're there. Another maybe small complaint is this is a little bit of a loose mechanism here. You can see it kind of wants to move around. So it's a little unsightly, I guess, and it moves a little, but the execution in the end still just feels top-notch for a teeny tiny figure. Quick size comparison here. Here he is next to the GoBot Rescue, so you can see really the scale you're working with is like that transformable Matchbox car. And it's impressive for what it is. It blew me away the first time I saw it. So apparently right in the middle of recording my video, my camcorder decided that it just wants to stop working and doesn't work anymore. So, whatever. We're continuing on with the review. We adapt and we overcome, right? So let's get Jazz back to his vehicle mode and let's get out of here. We'll start by disconnecting this part here. You're going to take his head, kind of rotate it down a little, unclip this a little bit, bring these little wheel pieces over, and this kind of lets everything move out of the way so he can get his head through. From here, take his arms, bring them around, and then fold them into the little stress relief ports for the ball joint, like so. You can now take this piece, kind of get these out of the way, fold the silver bit down, and then fold this back in place, and it'll clip there. Coming back to the back part of the vehicle, we're going to open up these pieces here, and this is the worst part. Take this, fold the foot in, fold these things out, slide it on its little hinge, and bring it up. Let's do that for the other side too. Let's just get them both done. Feet down, doors open, slide it on its slider, and bring it up. Now, this is the hardest part of the transformation, especially when you first get this guy, and that is getting that to clip like so. Very difficult. Easier when you oil it up a little, but still not an easy piece to do at all. From here, you can bring all this back in, bring that silver piece down like that. You can peg this back together and fold all of this in, keeping the door pieces out of the way. That should peg in like that. And that folds closed. Once again, you can put the gun at the bottom here. So yeah, this has sparked a revolution for me. Very excited for these Legends figures. And I think if you are a Legends fan, it's definitely worth checking out Jazz. I think he's a really well done figure, and I look forward to pretty much everything Newage has to put out. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.